Hello everyone, this is Ahmed from MBS. I'm with you today to review semester 2 grade 8 structure. Today we're going to review the future with will and be going to, the present simple, the present continuous to express future actions, and express ability. We're going to give some advice, and finally we are going to talk about countable and uncountable nouns using quantifiers with either countable and uncountable nouns. First of all, to use will and be going to express the future. We use will to talk about predictions without evidence. So I say it will rain, but we use be going to talk about predictions with evidence. So I say, look at those dark clouds, it's going to rain. We use will do something to express quick decision. So you might say, I'm hungry, I'll have something to eat. We use be going to talk about immediate future. So I say, careful, you are going to fall. Careful, you are going to drop the phone. We use be going to express a promise. So you might say, my father will buy me a new phone, he promised me. And also we use be going to, and also we use will to express warning. So I might say, tidy your room or you won't go out. We use will do something to express things that probably happen in the future, using somewhat just like think, sure, certain, hope, probably, likely. So I say, I think Tony will pass the exam. We use will do something in the first conditional, if I mean. So I say, if you study hard, you will get high marks. Well, we use going to, finally, to express arrangements and plans for the future. So I say, I'm going to travel to Europe next summer. Well, the present simple and the present continuous to express the future. The present simple, which is I do, he does, I don't, and he doesn't. We use the present simple to express scheduled and timetabled actions. So I might say, the train leaves at 8 tomorrow. Or I might say, the English session starts at 9 tomorrow. We use the present continuous, which is I am doing, he's doing, we're doing, to express future plans. So I might say, I am meeting my friends next Wednesday. Well, to express ability in the present, we use can and be able to. Well, I say, we use can to express ability in the present and the future. Well, I might say, I can swim, or I can talk to Mr. Amir tomorrow. We use be able to also to express the ability in the present. But I have to say, I am able to do something. He is able to do something. We are able to do something. So I might say, we are able to act in that play. To express inability in the present, the future, I can use cannot, which is can't. So I can say, I cannot talk to you now, or I cannot swim. We use be able to express inability in the negative form, of course. You have to say, I am not able to do something. He is not able to do something. We're not able to do something. By the way, we can use be able to express the ability in the future by using will. So I can say, I will be able to talk to Miss Amir tomorrow. Well, to give advice, we use the word should or shouldn't. So we can say, you should eat more vegetables. Children shouldn't eat a lot of sweets. Well, I can use if or when to give advice with should. So I say, if you are ill, you should see a doctor. When you are ill, you should see a doctor. Well, countable and uncountable nouns. Well, nouns can be classified into two categories. We can classify them into countable and uncountable nouns. The countable nouns are the nouns that we can count, and they have plural forms. I might say a book, and the plural form is books. An apple, apples. we use a with those countable singular nouns that start with a consonant. So I say a book, a car, a classroom, a student, a boy, and a girl. But we use an with those countable single nouns that start with a vowel sound. So we say an apple, an orange, an igloo. So you read here, Mom, I want an egg, please. My father bought a car yesterday. Well, there is a group of words that we call them quantifiers. The quantifiers, those words that we use them with countable plural nouns and uncountable nouns. Well, I'd like you to go with me through this Venn diagram. I'm going to draw it with you. So we see here that we have countable plural nouns, and here we're talking about uncountable nouns. Well, with the countable plural nouns, I may use the word many and a few. With the uncountable nouns, we use much and little. And here is something that is notable that we need to take care of. That we use the word many with countable plural nouns, but usually in negative sentences. So I say, I don't have many friends. We use the word much with uncountable nouns, also in negative sentences. So I might say, I don't need much sugar in my coffee. But to me, to use it in affirmative sentences, so we need to use the word too before. So I can say, Tony has too many friends. Well, the same thing with the word much. Well, I say that I have too much free time. I don't know what to do. We use the word a few with countable plural nouns to express little or a small number of something. So I say, look at those few chairs over there, few. I may be asked, is there a difference between a few and few? Well, I say yes. A few is something that is small number, but it's enough. If something is few, that's a small number, which is not enough. Well, the same thing with the word little, but we use it with uncountable nouns. So I can say a little if something is little, but it's enough. So I say, we have a little sugar, which is enough to be used. But when I say we have little sugar, that's not enough at all to make some tea. We use the word some, any, and a lot of with both countable plural nouns and uncountable nouns. So we use the word some in affirmative sentences. So we might say, I need some help. Or you might say, we have some chairs. Also, we use the word some with requests and offer. So you might say, can you give me some water, please? Or, would you like some coffee? That's an offer. We use the word any with countable and uncountable nouns also, but we use the word any in questions and negatives. Oh, I'm talking about some and any. Here we go. We sometimes eat cake with some tea. Would you like some juice? That's an offer. Can you give me some water? That's a request. Well, I don't put any salt on rice. That's a negative sentence. Question, we say, are there any apples in the fridge? To sum up what we have just discussed together, we talked about expressing the future. We said that I can use will and be going to do something to express the future. We said that we use will to talk about predictions without evidence, promises, warnings, with if first conditional, and quick decisions. We said that we use be going to do something in the future to talk about predictions with evidence and to talk about immediate future and the plans and arrangements for the future. We also have discussed the present simple and the present continuous to express future actions. We said that we use the present simple to express scheduled or timetabled actions. We use the present continuous to talk about future plans. We also talked about the ability, which is using can and be able to. We said that we use can to express the ability in the future and the present, so I say can swim. And we use be able to, which is I'm able to, he's able to, we are able to to express ability in the present. To express ability in the future, we use will be able to do something. We also said that we use the word should to give advice. We also said that we also talked about the countable and uncountable nouns. We said that countable nouns are the nouns that we can count, the uncountable nouns, abstract nouns, and the nouns that we cannot count. And we talked about quantifiers. We said that we use many and a few with countable plural nouns, much and little with uncountable nouns. We said that we use the word some, any, and a lot of with both countable plural nouns and uncountable nouns. We said that we use the word some in affirmative, requisites, and offers. We said that we use the word any in questions and negatives. And here we go to some exercise. Well, the exercise is saying that we need to complete the sentence with the correct form of the words in brackets. So, number 1, I think our team the next match. Well, since we are using the word think, we just mentioned that we use the word think, probably, sure, certain, not sure, not certain, probably, likely. Those words that to tell us about something that probably happen in the future, we need to use will. So in such a sentence, the correct answer has to be, I think our team will win the next match. Well, number 2, children shouldn't. Well, you need to know that the word should and shouldn't is a modal verb, which is followed by a bare infinitive. A V1, you might say. So here we say, children shouldn't talk to strangers. Well, for number 3, he should see a doctor when he feel ill. That doesn't make sense. We said that we use should to give advice. And sometimes we can use if or when to give advice with the word should. So in such a sentence, he should see a doctor when he feels ill. That verb feel has to be in the present simple tense. Number 4, any petrol, we need to stop and get some. Well, very good. Here we have the word any, which means that that sentence has to be negative. So I have to say, we don't have any petrol. We need to stop and get some. Well, number 5, I don't like people who ask questions. As you see here, the word question is plural countable nouns. So you have to say, I don't like people who ask too many questions. Number 6, you able to help with music and mirror. That's a question using able to with a V1. So to make a correct question here, you have to say, are you able to help with music and mirror? Number 7, is there? That's a question. I cannot use the word some. I have to use the word any. So I have to say, is there any juice in the fridge? And number 8, the last sentence for today. If we free, we will go with you. We said that we can use will do something in the first conditional. So I have to say, if we are free, we will go with you. So that's the first conditional, which is if, present simple, and will do. That's all for today. Thank you. See you later. Bye.